When it comes to this summer, sales are huge for Manchester United. We all want new signings in, but we need to make money from sales. And arguably, I think Ineos might be judged more harshly by United fans on how well they do with selling players. We've been crap for a long time. Like Dan James is one of the biggest profits we've made in a player. It's ridiculous. We always hold on to players. But anyway, this is a really interesting one. The BBC have done a collaboration with CIES Football Observatory, and they dive into the statistics behind football, right? And transfer marks. And they've come up with a price for every Manchester United player, as you can see here. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is run through this full list of Manchester United players, and we're going to get to a total towards the end. I'm going to write down what values I think it is, and you can let me know what you think about the values in the comments. I think this summer, easily, by the way, Man United should be raising north of 150 mil. And I genuinely think that's quite easy to do if we sell properly. And maybe Rashford will be on that list. Because according to CIES, he is the most valuable player inside this squad. 106 mil. He's just signed that big contract. He's 26. 106 mil? I actually think it might be worth a little bit more. I might be sort of undermining what I've said on live shows here. I think 75 mil opens the negotiation door if anybody comes in for Rashford. But because of his price and his age and his contract, more than his price, I'm going for 110. Now, Højlund's down there is 93. We paid obviously 70, what? 72? I think we paid 72. He's just signed a big contract. He's 21. 93 feels a bit strong, if I'm honest. I'm probably going to drop that to 90. And Garnacho's down there is 92. And if I'm being honest, I'm valuing Garnacho higher than I'm valuing Højlund. So if Højlund's 90, I'm putting Garnacho up to 100. And they've got Antony at 63. Find me a club that's going to pay 63 mil for Antony. I don't think you will. Honestly, I think probably 25 mil is a fair evaluation of Antony. So I disagree massively with that being 63. 61 mil for Delo seems a bit high. I'd probably go 50. And that might be being quite harsh, if I'm being honest. But I think it just feels a little bit high. He's definitely increased in value since he's come to Manchester United. He's been one of our best performers this season. But 50 just, 61, feels a bit high. Bruno Fernandes being 60. No chance. Add 20 to that. I don't care that he's 29. He's like, if you want to call it a Galactico signing, that's the sort of signing you make. Somebody like Fernandes, who's at the peak of his game, at the peak of his age, he's probably going to get the best year or two out of him. Not going to have a huge longevity, but there's no way he's 60 mil. And Onana being 53, what do we pay? We pay 42 mil, I think. It's not as if his stock's gone up. I'd probably say 45. I think that's a little bit overpriced. Nah, 45, 50. 45. I'll go 45 on Onana. McTominay down as 46 mil. I think that's a little bit overpriced. 35, 40. Thereabouts. You can let me know what you think about it. I think I said 30. I say 30 mil. No, is it 30 mil last time was rejected? So maybe 40. Maybe I've got to put that down as 40, actually. Just trying to remember what happened last summer. So what we at? We're at 540 mil overall for the value of the squad. They've got Mainu down as 45 mil. You're telling me that Mainu is worth less than McTominay? I mean, who writes this list? Seriously. I don't actually know what I would put Mainu down as a value because, of course, the value of the player is the fact that you know what he's going to be in a few years' time. So you're kind of adding that price onto it. 75. It's probably worth more than that. But that's kind of future worth. Jadon Sancho being 43 mil. Go 40. So, yeah, not too far off that. Lisandro Martinez, and this one really annoyed me. Lisandro Martinez is down there as 25 mil. 20 million less than Scott McTominay. Now, I know he's had a bad season. I know he's been injured. But come on. Contract-wise, he's here until June 2028. There's no way. What did we pay? We paid 60, is it 52, 50? I'm going to put him down as 50. There's no way that Martinez is 25 mil. And I think 25 mil on Mason Mount is harsh, if I'm being completely honest. I do think we slightly overpaid, but I think 25 mil is pretty harsh. If he was to be sold tomorrow, you'd probably be looking at 37.5. All right, that's what I'll go for. Who's next? Casemiro. I've always thought the Casemiro this summer's worth 20 mil. Stand by that. That's pretty much, that's close enough. That's pretty bang on. Luke Shaw, 18 mil. Damn. His stock's gone down, isn't it? How much would you sell Luke Shaw for? I don't think I'll be offended by that. Nah, a little bit more. 25 mil. 25 mil. Some of these are quite hard to actually decide. They've got Harry Maguire down as 14 mil. Mate. Come on. That's just disrespectful. No way he goes with that price. Was it 60 mil last summer? We rejected from West Ham for McTominay and Maguire. And both of their stocks have gone up this season. So you do the logic. I've got down there, so if it was 60 mil for them, I've got them down here now as a combined 75 mil. Which seems pretty fair and seems pretty reasonable. Lindelof being 13 mil. I think I've said 10 mil I'll take for Lindelof. So Martial and Varane is pointless. There's no point having a value next to either of them because they're free transfers in the summer. Let's go down here to get... I don't want to... I've revealed the total already. Well done, Sam. You scroll down too far. Malacia being 10 mil. After the season that's happened with his injuries, man, you have no idea how much he's actually worth now, do you? I think we only paid, what? I think 10 mil is pretty fair, actually. We only paid, what, 14 mil? Thereabouts. Wan-Bissaka being 10. I think that's unfair, but his contract runs out next year. So that brings his value down. I think 10's a little bit low. I'd probably go 15. And I've got no idea what the value of buy-in there is. 8 mil? Well, fine. Look, 8 mil. I'm not going to argue with that, really. Eriksen being... Well, actually, Ahmad first. 7 mil. Again, that seems massively unfair. We paid I think it was around about 40 mil. 25. 25? He's only 21. What's not that? 30. 30. Eriksen, 7. Who's going to pay 7 mil for Eriksen? Somebody might. Cool, 7. This might be the worst one of them all, actually. Cambuela, 1 mil. Is that because his contract runs out next season? Cambuela's going to sign a new contract. And Cambuela, because of his age, because of his profile, not profile, but his age and his ability and his... How much... Cambuela's a really hard one to judge. He's breaking through this season. I suppose let's just go 20. Let's just go 20. 20 for now. And Johnny Evans, he's on free transfer anyway. So my total down there, 922 mil. And the BBC's total was 846. So I've actually valued... Let's go back and compare some. I've gone a little bit more on Marcus Rashford. Now, you might think that's insane, 110 mil. But given his age, given the contract that we've got with him, I think 110 mil in this market, I don't know. Some people might call me crazy on that one. I feel pretty strongly about that. Højlund, I think thereabouts. I think Garnacho's worth more than Højlund. Antony is just stupid. There's no way. No one's paying 63 mil for Antony, man. And yeah, I just thought that was a pretty cool list to do. So if I was to run through these players, and I was thinking, right, well, Sancho, he can definitely be sold. Casemiro, he can definitely be sold. I think Wan-Bissaka could be sold. Honestly, I don't think they will be sold. But I think it's a possibility. That's 40. That's 80. That's 100. That's 115. Who else down here? I mean, you might see Maguire get sold. I'll be honest, I think Lindelof probably gets sold first. That's 125 overall. Maybe it's not as easy to get to 200 mil. Greenwood. I'm completely missing Greenwood. That's 125 plus the what should be between 30 and 40 mil for Greenwood. It's over 150 mil. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about my prices? Which do you disagree with the most? Do you think that's a fair one? I've raised the price by about 80 mil. You let me know yours in the comments. But this summer, selling players, man, we've got to get it right because we just haven't. And it's hampered our ability to progress as a football club. Ineos have got to change that.